Well, one of the things I enjoy about coming to shows is not only just looking at the new equipment, but when manufacturers like Versatile take the trouble and effort to show some of their history, some of their corporate history, by exhibiting some of the older machines that they used to produce. I love that. I seek these out. Versatile jumped into the tractor market in 1966 with the introduction of the D100 and G100, diesel and gas versions. The D100 had a 363 cubic inch 6-cylinder industrial Ford diesel engine, while the gas model had a V8 Chrysler engine. Both tractors were rated at 100 horsepower on the drawbar, and MSRP was less than $10,000 Canadian. So one of the ghosts of my presence at farm machinery shows and in covering the industry is this right here. This picture on display at the Versatile display here at Ag in Motion. I took that picture. The picture was taken in a farmyard in southern Manitoba. A collector who had two 100 series models, or 100 models. The first that Versatile produced, the first four-wheel drive. And I gave Versatile permission to use this photo and a couple of others, I think, several years ago. They're still using it. Well, like I said, I love seeing the older stuff too. And here at the show every year they have the antique tractor pull. And last year I sat in the sound truck with Jason LeBlanc from Steffes Auctions, and we did the commentary on the pull. Actually this year I was asked to do it again, even though I'm sort of here in an unofficial capacity. Did it yesterday, it was a lot of fun. Going to be doing it again today. Well, this is the lineup for the antique tractor pull this year. You got the McCormick WD9, of course McCormick, brand that became International Harvester, merged with JI Case to become Case IH. Massey Harris 444, Massey of course the forerunner of Massey Ferguson. The John Deere R, pretty significant tractor, John Deere's first diesel tractor. Got the two Olivers. They have the Detroit diesel engines known as the Screaming Jimmies, and if you're here during the pull, you'll understand why they were called Screaming Jimmies, because the decibel level is pretty astonishing. Can't imagine working a whole day in the seat of that tractor listening to that Detroit screaming away. And of course, the dancer here, the 700 Case. Front end of that tractor comes right off the ground when he's getting into a hard pull. Well, there's probably no more easily recognizable tractor than that one, the Big Bud, especially for broadacre farmers. That's been brought here by Welker Farms from south of the border. They have a popular YouTube channel and they've restored that one to its current condition. They've done a lot of social media work on it. It's here, and that kind of horsepower is becoming what a lot of farms are looking for these days. One thing about the machinery on display at Ag in Motion is it'll take you on a trip from the past to the present and into the future. Well, arguably this is the most unique piece of seeding equipment, and it's not just restricted to seeding equipment. It is a whole system, a whole full year's seeding, tillage, spraying, harvesting. The Nexat out of Germany. Everything mounts on the frame, a crane style frame, and it's got autonomy built into it, just like all these other newer technologies are doing. You want to get into that cab, it comes down hydraulically to let you in. While you're operating, you can actually turn the cab around to see what you're what your field finish looks like. Look forward, look sideways, any way you want. And the Autonomy will keep the machine going. Right now it has the header attachment. It's a MacDon header, 50-foot header. This is for the harvesting angle of it. If you want to do seeding, there's a seed drill attachment goes on it. You just take the header off, the threshing mechanism, which it has its own threshing mechanism built into it. Very, very unique machine. It takes 2 diesel engines to run this. One to drive the machine, one to drive the mechanism. It's also available in a tracked version. This one has tires on it. I had a chance last year to get out in the field with a Nexat and actually get in the cab and operate it. Very unique experience. Well, this is day 3 on the showgrounds, and I've been around to just about everything there is to see. And I don't know if I'll be back next year or not. But if I'm not, I think my ghost might be here, because I've been just about every edition of this show over the past dozen years. So thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my ghost.